Hey guys, so like I said, one thing I wanted to do with this boat is check the bearings. I have not checked the bearings or greased the bearings since I bought the boat. And that's a bad thing, really is, especially going in and out of salt water. So what I am doing today, I'm just going to show you, if you have not done this before, this is something you really should do, because I have seen so many boats on the side of the highway with the tire, the hub, everything missing because they didn't grease the bearings. Now, like this particular unit, well, not on this side. Let me show you on the other side. I haven't done it. Only thing I've done is kind of like sprayed some degreaser, but that does have bearing buddies, and if your boat doesn't have bearing buddies, they sell them at any auto store. If your boat doesn't have bearing buddies, make sure you put them on. It's such an easy way to pack the bearings and keep your butt off the side of the highway. So I'm just going to show y'all how we do it. It's pretty quick, pretty simple. I'm going to jack it up, check for play. If there's any type of play, you need to take the whole thing apart. But yeah, so let's start. Let me start tearing this thing apart. Just remove these hubcaps. Next thing I'm going to do is jack it up. Alright. What you're hearing is the disc brakes. Now I'm checking for play. There's got to be a little bit of play, but if there's too much play, then you need to take the whole thing apart. So next thing I'm going to do is I'll pop this cap off and pump some grease into it. So what I bought is the marine grease. It's made by Lucas. It doesn't matter as long as you get marine grease. And in there you will find a Zerk feeding. And there it is. It's actually got some water in it. So, alright. Let's try it again. See all that water coming out? So basically, we're gonna make sure that rubber boot is on there and do a repeat, rinse, and continue. right on there. It just seems like I've put so much money in this boat and I only owned it for a little over a year. So anyway, I go wipe my hands off, clean it, and I'm gonna switch cameras. All right, y'all, so I'm just gonna do a cleanup. So like I said, you don't want a messy rim because everybody thinks you got bearing problems. But I'm just gonna take some Dawn. I pre-soaked it with grease lightning, and actually that did a lot. I knocked a lot of the grease off the rims. So I'm just gonna wet a sponge. Put some, I guess you can use any type of degreaser. I'm just using what I had, and then some Dawn soap. Yeah, you might want to get close up so you can see what we have. So what we did is, of course, we checked the pre-travel and the bearings. All of them were good. For some reason, the right side of the boat was just a little looser than the left. Don't know why. Repacked them with grease, marine grease, and then just washed it up. And what a difference. Now I have a peace of mind that when I'm going down the road and I see all these other boats on the side of the road replacing their hubs, that's not going to be me. So, hope that helps. See you next time. Much better. When we bought the boat, it had grease streaks on it. I don't understand why they didn't clean it then, but we were too anxious to play with it and we didn't clean it ourselves. So, but now, being the boat is down, we're taking advantage of the time, and we cleaned it, and it's right, and we have a peace of mind. So, y'all, if you have a boat and it doesn't have grease bearings or grease buddies on it, make sure you go to the auto store and get grease buddies. If it does, at least grease it once a year. It'll save you a lot of time and headache on the side of the highway. Nobody wants to go boating and end up on the side of the highway. So, love y'all. Mean it.